Hi, my name is Amy and I'm here with Roisín and Cara and we're interviewing Sarah Jane and Lorcan at Féilte.
So you were both on a panel discussion this morning about the 21st century classroom. How important do you think, from both a teacher and a student perspective, technology is in the classroom?
Do you want to go first?
I think technology is as important as a teacher wants to make it in the classroom. I think more important is that you know what you're going to do with the technology. So if you're using the technology for teaching and learning and you have a specific task and you know what it's going to be used for, then it can be really important. Sometimes it can take away if you don't know what you're using it for. But I think for me, it's really important in the classroom now because it allows me to let my students collaborate and work together in the school, outside of school. It just opens up a whole new world to them. They can visit places they would never visit because school funds wouldn't possibly allow it. So I think for me, technology is very important, but it's used in a way that promotes teaching and learning. It's not just as an accessory or an anti-boredom device.
And yeah, just to echo Sarah Jane's point, it's a hugely beneficial nowadays and in an ever-growing world of ICT that we start to incorporate these into classes because eventually, and no matter how hard we try to stop it, there will be a world where there will be there won't be any textbooks, there won't be any workbooks. It'll all just be done on screens and on iPads or maybe even screen lists. We might even just be thinking the answers and they go in but it is going to play a huge role, and it is continuing to play a huge role in our everyday lives as students.
Lorcan, you spoke about internet safety and the difference between digital native and being digitally literate. Can you expand on this?
So the big thing about being, and it's a point that was raised to me only last week, was the difference between digital native and digital literate. A digital native is someone like us in our generation who grew up and who were born into a generation of where technology was more or less all around us. Everywhere we looked, something was new, something was growing, something was getting better. And everyone thinks that because we're born into this technology and because we're already experiencing it, that we know how to use all of it, we know how to fix all the problems that come up with it, and that's where being digitally literate comes into it. So being digitally literate means that you know how to use it in an ethical fashion. So it's not just like taking stupid pictures of your friends and posting them online. It's all more being able to write an email, being able to write a Word document, being able to put in your formatting. It's all key skills when using ICT, even in the world of work.
Sarah Jane, you spoke about having experience in both adult learning and secondary schools. How different was this for you in terms of digital skills?
Well, it was completely different. The adult learners came to learn digital skills, so they had no idea. And they were all very motivated. They had to pay for the courses in some cases, so they really wanted to be there. So there wouldn't have been any issues where they were getting distracted. They just wanted to learn so much. And the skill level would be that they had never used a phone, never used a computer, so it was really basic lessons we were giving them on just keyboard skills. And then in school we would have similar situations where some students mightn't have access to technology at home apart from their phone. So you're trying to get a student used to using a keyboard, bigger screen, where you're getting them used to maybe becoming content creators rather than just consuming videos and things like that on YouTube. So it's a bit more challenging, but it's also a lot more fun because you can see a student grow and you can see them use the skills that you've taught them in other subjects. And when you see presentations and videos and work that they do, a couple of years you're thinking to yourself sometimes, God, I taught them that, you know. So no, it's different, you know, but they're both as enjoyable.
What has been your favourite part of the conference so far?
Well, personally, not to toot my own horn, the favourite part of the conference so far was the 21st century classroom panel discussion, because it was just very interesting to hear everyone's different perspectives on the matter. And this is why festivals like these are so important, because it brings a collective of ideas together so that everyone can work as one giant team to push through any problems that we might have.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Lorcan there. My favourite part was the panel discussion, because on one stage we had a psychologist, a principal, a student, a teacher and someone in third level. It was amazing to have all those voices on the stage in one place all talking about the same thing. And it was interesting that because we're all coming from different angles and different backgrounds, we all basically wanted the same thing. you know. We might have different takes on it and how it can be done, but everyone is pushing for the same thing. So like you said, these festivals are so important because it gets all these voices together in the one place, and it's those conversations in a panel or even after the panel discussion before it. You know, I learned so much, and you just get to develop empathy with other people's perspectives. When you're milling around meeting everyone, having those little water cooler, cups of coffee conversations, festivals like these are so important.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.